Ark Survival Evolved has grown from a single small island into a rich universe with a complicated storyline. To understand the lore in all of its complexity, players must venture back to the island, the original Ark map of course, and scattered across the map players will find explorer notes written by the first 4 survivors of the island. These explorer notes are crucial to discovering the storylines of the original survivors, offering clues on who they were and what became of them. The 4 authors of the island's explorer notes are Helena Walker, a modern-day biologist from Australia, Sir Edmund Rockwell, a vein chemist from the 19th century London, Gaius Marcellus Nerva, a ferocious warrior from ancient Rome, and Mei Yin Li, a young fighter from 3rd century China. While all 4 are different, they do share some similarities. For example, Walker and Rockwell are both scientists fixated on discovering the properties for all living things that dwell on the island. However, Rockwell's sinister nature sets them apart, making Walker more akin to Mei Yin, who is surprisingly compassionate nature among her fierce exterior. In the beginning, all survivors lived in relative peace with one another, working toward a shared goal of surviving the unforgiving biomes and the terrifying creatures that lied on the map. However, as Nerva's tribe, called New Legion, grew in power, tensions between settlements began to rise. Admired for his intellect, Rockwell acts as a peacemaker between the tribes and agrees to meet with Nerva and try to calm him. However, upon meeting, Rockwell sees something in Nerva's plans that appeals to his own sinister motives and actually decides to side with him. After joining forces, Rockwell's private experiments lose their momentum. At his prime, test subjects had been fellow survivors, faced with expanses of time and nothing to fill it with. Rockwell decides to explore the island's cave systems, thus becoming the first original survivor to discover the artifacts and their mysterious connection with the 3 obelisks. Puzzled by this connection though, Rockwell summons the help of a tribe called the Howling Wolves to help him locate the rest of the artifacts. Now, while the New Legion tribe terrorizes neighbouring tribes, Walker and Mei Ying become friends, brought together by Walker's interest in Mei Ying's pack of tamed creatures. Although Walker later leaves Mei Ying to join Rockwell in his scientific endeavours, their trust still remains strong though. While Mei Ying is on her own, she also encounters a tribe called the Painted Sharks, who are under threat by New Legion. On the night of the battle, Mei Ying appears with her army of beasts and defeats New Legion. She is banished by the tribe and sought to protect, and while on her own she manages to tame the Giganotosaurus, the Tiny Tim, which she nicknames the Demon King. Then Walker reaches a turning point in her findings and realises that there's something odd about the island, stating it is the opposite of how any ecosystem is supposed to work. Enriched with Rockwell's knowledge on the island's 3 obelisks, she retrieves several artifacts and returns to the Beast Queen. Together, they approach one of the towering obelisks and activate a boss fight, managing to defeat the Megapithecus. Upon returning, they are ambushed by New Legion, and Mei Ying's most faithful companion, a black raptor called Mishui, is killed. Walker is also taken as a prisoner of war. Ignited for a desire for vengeance, Mei Ying follows the New Legion to the Tech Cave portal, discovering that Nerva and his tribe has located all of the artifacts and defeated all endgame bosses. Mei Ying finds Walker trapped into a cage at the portal, freeing her and then continuing her revenge mission. When Walker eventually follows Mei Ying through the portal, she finds no signs of human life, only a few bits of dried blood. Emerging into what looks like a space station, Walker sees planet Earth and the islands contained within a space station orbiting around the planet. Marked by the absence of Mei Ying, Nerva and the rest of New Legion suggested that it had already ascended by the time Walker arrived within the station. After the discovery, Walker ascends the Ark as well. For players who manage to survive the tech cave and make it to the space station, they will find several rooms open to exploration, each containing a hologram of planet Earth. The first hologram depicts Earth as it was during the Jurassic era, with Pangaea as its only continent on the surface. The second displays a modern day Earth, and the third shows a dead barren earth with red borders and plains. There are also 3 spawning chambers within the station, each with a hologram of either dinosaur or human, suggesting that this is how they're spawned onto the Ark. Studio Wildcard lays out some solid clues to explain Ark's origin through the hologram that shows Earth as a barren wasteland. This suggests obviously that the world of Ark may be set far in the future, and obviously, to be honest, it really is, you know, the death of humanity and all of that stuff, and it's just like, is everything really just all gonna end? And obviously, with Ark stations being the only remaining life in the solar system after players ascend, they're given a glimpse of the Ark DLC called Scorched Earth, leaving room for just general player questions and general inquisitivity from the players. You know, you're going to ascend, and actually finally also Scorched Earth does have the Ascension cutscene as well, so you know, it's nice that all of that's been put together, because you know the story's kind of broken up, and once you put it all together, obviously the maps just tie in really nice and it all makes a lot of sense. Either way, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. We also have a membership on the channel, so consider that as well if you might want to see some exclusive content, and I will see you all later.